Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi barakatuhu. Dear colleagues, this is Kareem from Elite Department, YIC representative for e-learning, that is Blackboard. Today I would like to welcome you to our 5th webinar on Blackboard. Today's webinar is very important because it is related to the final examination activities, and hopefully this may be the last webinar for this semester. So inshallah, let us see what are the precautions that we need to take it for the final examination with respect to the Blackboard, because this is very important, because we may forget few things. So that is why please we have to, just I am reminding you these things. Let's see inshallah what are those. Okay, to start with, first we have to hide the final theory and final lab marks columns in the grade center. We know that whenever we create the activity, either it is assessment or it is a test, automatically a grade column will be created in the grade center, and by default this grade column will be visible to the students and to the instructor. But as we know that by rules, the final grade marks and the final theory marks, the final theory marks and the final lab marks will not be available for the students. So that is why it is very important that these columns must be hidden from the students. If we don't take care of this one, then the students can see their grades. That is very important. Also, we are not going to give the score or grade or whatever it is. No feedback will be given related to the final theory and final labs, but we are giving the score and the feedback or whatever we want to all other activities. So we must hide the final theory and final lab marks from the student. This is as per the rules. So how to do that? So let me show you directly. Go to the log in with your credentials, go to your courses. Let's say for example final, I took one course section. So go to the grade center, full grade center. Here whenever you create the activity like final theory, I created here something like this. So click this here, and then here we have hide from students, hide from students on and off. By default it will be on, you have to make it off. Choose this. Whenever you choose this, you will see a red any forward slash, something like that. So this is how you are going. So this column will not be available for the students. It will be, you can see that, but it will not be available for the students. Even if you enter the marks, grading, everything will be here, but the students cannot see this. This is how you, if you want to unhide this, but we did not hide all these columns. Look at this, all these columns we did not hide, but we have to hide the final lab and final theory columns. So to unhide this, again choose the same, go to the hide students and hide it, but we don't have to unhide it for the students, this column. This is very important. So you can do for both final lab and final theory, these things you have to do it. And also very important thing, hide the menu items in content area before the exams related to the course material. Like for example, when the students are taking the examination, I have some course material where I have the course slides, I have the information sheets, I have lot of other stuff material related to this. So I don't want this menu item to be available when the students are writing the examinations. So you can hide this particular item. How to do that? Choose this, show link, hide link. I have already hidden this. So if I say show link, you will see this. It is available for the students. So how to know that one? So whenever you hide, like course material, I want to hide it. Choose this and then say hide link. So when you hide link, you will see a square with forward slash any, cutting the square, something like that. So this is how, whatever the important the material, whatever the material you have, that you can hide from the students. So you can hide whatever you feel like the students can use it. So those things you can hide it. So you have to take the precautions for these things. And exam types. So we are conducting the final, now we are conducting the final exam, lab examinations. Maybe it may be online or it may be offline. So it is decided by the management. And the final theory examination, we don't know whether it will be online or offline. So if it is online, so how we are conducting, how we did conducted the midterm theory examination, like a test, like an assignment. So the best option is like a test. We have to conduct our examinations like a test. This is the best option. Some of them are conducting the examinations like assignments because of the nature of the examinations or nature of the course, that we cannot do it by this test method. So it is up to the department and up to the, we don't have anything to say. The e-learning agency will not ask you why you are conducting like a test or why you are conducting like an assignment. So in both the cases, we should be very careful about test options, about the availability date, about the marks, about the grade options, etc. We have due date, all those things you have to take care. This is very, very important. So I just want to say something here. If you are conducting the exam like assignment, you may follow this one method, because in the last time in the midterm examination when we conducted, many students has problem that once they sign in and then due to the internet connectivity disconnectivity problems, many of the students could not load the assignment back. So what we can do is, so if for the final theory examination, you can create two items. One is called two items. One is called load download file, upload exam file. Download exam file and upload exam file means what? Let's say for example your examination is starting from 8 o'clock until 10 o'clock. So this examination you can make it available, this download file link, download exam file link will be available to the students from 7:55 a.m. until 8:10 a.m. After that, this link will not be available. So that means any student who's coming late after 8:10 as per the rules of the college, he will not be able to download the file and he will not be able to attend the examination. And as we know that the student has to spend at least 30 minutes. So that is why you create another link, another item that is called upload exam file. That means the students will upload the exam file through this link. The students will download the file through this link and the students will upload the file through this link. And this link will be available from 8:30 until 10 a.m. because your examination is from between 8 and 10 a.m. So this, if you want to follow it, you can follow it. Otherwise, you can follow whatever you are following in the midterm examinations. But you should be very careful about the timing. Because you know what happens, why I am telling this method is because the students may have 3 hours of exam. The students may have 3 hours from 8 to 11. So all the time they may not be able to have the internet connectivity, and then sometimes if the internet has a problem, so he don't have to worry about this thing. So he will download the file between this time and he will submit the time between this time and this. And also, and very important thing is the attendance. So this is to take the attendance. So you have to take the attendance between this time. make sure that you have to take the attendance between this time. And you may ask, how about if the student is download the file and he can pass the any student who was supposed who can take the file from other student and then he can upload the answer file. But we can keep track of this also possible. Plus, before the start of the examination, you will take the attendance. Surely you will ask all the students to log in the Google Meet or any other online proctoring tool, and then you will take the attendance. So any student who is coming after 8:10 is not allowed as per the college rules. Yes, lockdown is a very important tool, and it is one of the best tool for to avoid the cheating. But many of them are not using because thinking that it will create it having privacy problems, or it will destroy the computers, it will harmful or something like this. But we do not have any solid proof from the Blackboard system, from the Blackboard company itself, like there is no proof for any such claims. But we can say that it is 100% safe, but it is up to the college management whether you want to use it or not use it. We don't have anything to say in this. But definitely if you are not using the lockdown browser, but we have to have at least the Google Meet or Zoom to proctor the students live for any kind of cheating or anything like that. We have to try to minimize. If you are not using the Blackboard also, I mean if you are not using the lockdown browser also, and if you are not using the Google Meet, then so we try to minimize by using the best methods. And the final result submission, this is important. So we have to download all the grades from the grade center from the Blackboard, and then we need to upload this into the SIS system, because we are not going to submit the final result through the Blackboard. Blackboard is only a platform for delivering and assessing the course, but it is not for submission of the final results. The final results will be submitted only through SIS. The final results will be submitted only through SIS. So we need to download the whole grade center. It is very easy to download the whole grade center in the Excel sheet. Then we need to upload all this, and we need to enter this in the SIS system. Before that, don't forget to create the grade book. Don't forget to create the grade book. And then, so how to download the grade center book from in the form of Excel? Let me show that. So you go to any course. So then you go to the work offline, download, and then you have here only two options. One is data, another one is options. Full grade center, and then the options, whether you want to separate by commas or by tab, or you want to include the hidden information, anything, hidden columns, anything. So that if you want to download or don't. So normally it will be no. So just use the normal settings and then say here submit. When you say submit, your file will be downloaded in the Excel, and then you can very clearly see all the components will be there. So, and I want to, there is a small word of caution about the Blackboard editor. The Blackboard editor, what we call it as inline editor, for the students to enter the answers. It is not a very full-fledged editor like Microsoft Word or anything like this. We should not expect, and don't expect too many operations can be done in that. So especially the equations, complex equations or mathematical equations and expressions using the FX tools or any other tools which is available on the editor will not be it will not help you much. So it may create problems. So it may hang, it may have overlapping. We have these problems and we contacted them, and they also said that okay, it is for simple equations, not for very complicated instructions. So that's it about this this Blackboard editor. So we should be careful what type of questions we are expecting from the students in the Blackboard. Editor. So that's it. This is a very short video, and hope you will take care of for the final examinations the precautions. And if you have any technical issues, you may contact me by using my email or by my Cisco or by my mobile number or my office. You can visit my office. I will be there all the time for your help, inshallah. So thank you and have a nice day. Assalamu alaikum.